Today I'm going to tell you all about the LifeStraw personal water filter. This is a water filter that I've been trying for several months, and I want to share with you all the pros and a lot of the cons about using this type of water filter. Hey everybody, I'm Kim with getgreenbewell.com. So I've been on the search for a water filter for a while. If you've seen my video about why I do not like Berkey water filters, then you might also be seeing this video as well. So I went towards LifeStraw because this is the company that you might be familiar with. They do make the personal water filtration devices or water purifying devices that are single use, and they're very well known for that. I have a multitude of those that are in our emergency kits, so I wanted to try their in-home option as well. Now they do have these water pitchers for in-home use. I love the blue insert just because I just love this color, but they also have a charcoal and white, so don't feel like you have to have this color. This is a plastic, which I'm okay with in this case. They also do have a glass filter that you can use, and then it comes in 7-cup or 10-cup. This is going to be the 10-cup pitcher. So let me show you what it's like setting it up. Okay, so once you have that membrane microfilter in there, that's what it's gonna look like on the bottom. So then you have a carbon filter. The recommendation is that you put water through this, cold water, for about a minute. And then once you are done with that, you're going to insert that. So there is gonna be a base at the bottom of this system. And this carbon filter easily fits in that base. And then everything, like I said, is compression fit. So you would put this in here and just kind of push it in, and then you're done. So now you have this column that fits into this pitcher. All right, so after using it for a while, here are the pros of using this LifeStraw water filter. For me, at least, these are my pros. I love the style. This is something that I could put out on the countertop, be perfectly okay looking at, compared to some other water filters that I've been thinking about. So I like the almost Scandinavian look. The price point is also really nice. It is an entry-level price point that you might be able to afford more so than other water filters. Also like that the taste is just really good. I prefer the taste of water out of here than I do out of some other water filters and purifiers that I have tried, namely Berkey. I did not like the taste of the Berkey one, but I do enjoy the taste coming out of the LifeStraw. And I also like that any LifeStraw product, for every purchase that you make, they are going to give safe drinking water to one child for an entire year. And that is pretty awesome. Now, as for the cons of why I don't like the LifeStraw pitcher. Now, the filters do need to be replaced quite often on this. LifeStraw does say that the smaller carbon filter will last for 40 gallons. They estimate that that lasts for 2 months. Now, in my family, that is definitely not going to last for 2 months. Then there is a membrane filter that fits inside this portion. So the carbon filter is going to be on the very bottom, and then the membrane filter is kind of down here. That is designed to last theoretically for a year, which is about 264 gallons is what LifeStraw says. Again, that's going to have to be replaced quite often in my household, and that's just a lot of filter replacements. Now, they do come in like a multi-pack, and that costs about $60 or so. And you would get a multitude of the carbon ones that are on the bottom, and then this membrane filter is one that should only be replaced about once a year. But if you start adding up those costs, I mean, you can see how it does get a little bit costly. So there's that. Also, I need to fill the filter a lot. Like, we are constantly filling it. Again, for both of us, a 10-cup filtration is just not going to last long. And another one of the problems that I have with this filter is that it has this really convenient top where you don't have to like remove the top. You can just like pour water in there and the pressure makes it go down, automatically fills. However, if you're looking in there, it's extremely hard to see how much water is going in. You have to have your head right over it. And a lot of times I've just found that the water keeps bubbling back up. Another thing is that I have to actually fill the reservoir about 2.5 to 3 times in order to get this pitcher full. So if I want this entire pitcher full of water to have for the day, I have to go back in at least twice, if not 3 times, and keep putting water in. And that's kind of a pain as well, because we go through the entire pitcher multiple times a day, but then in order to fill one pitcher, I have to fill it several times. That's frustrating. All right, so when that membrane filter is in there, it's gonna have a snug fit. So you do push it out through the base, but you've got to get your hand in there and kind of grasp it and kind of wiggle it a little bit to get it out. And that action of trying to grasp this inside and make a fist with your hand, I mean, if you have a big hand, it's going to be a little bit hard to do that. I don't get that. It seems like a design flaw to me to have to ask somebody to do it that way. So those are my honest thoughts about the LifeStraw water pitcher that you would use in home. I do really like their personal individual ones for emergency use. I am a big believer in having those on hand, and those do take out viruses. So that is good and why I like those products. As far as having this in my home as the only water filtering device, I am not going to be doing that, and I'm actively looking for more options.